What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're casting Ark of Osiris League. 254 has got a game, and we're gonna watch. We're gonna spectate. We're gonna cheer. We're gonna check out all the 19 UTC battles. Should be fun to watch. Big shout out to our members and moderators in the chat. Weirtro, TNT Pickles, S-Death, Ario, Lady Mock, welcome back to the Honor Guard. Yo, let's get those hype emojis. First member of the stream. Lady Mock, rejoining before the stream even started. Death Dealer, what's good? Alex, what's up? Clack Talk, how's it going? Benga Rock, hello. Ryan TM. In case you didn't know, members can now gift memberships on YouTube, which is pretty amazing. We're catching up to Twitch, maybe, one day at a time. But if you are a member, you can gift a membership, and man, people love to get gifted memberships. Let's jump in-game, shall we? Here we go. What am I looking at? Why am I even here? This is gathering. Let's actually look at Osiris, shall we? Osiris League. Let's freaking go, baby. 55 minutes till the match begins. We can get a little timer up on the screen so people don't get confused about, like, why aren't you streaming Ark right now? And it's like, well, Ark's really soon. Ark's really soon. What do I think we'll be watching today? Well, actually, you know, we could watch my restart. Except that would be silly because they're up against a team that only has 20 people, including the sub. So, we're not going to watch that. We go to the Realm of Horus. We've got a couple matches here that I thought would be pretty cool to show. And weirdly enough, it's no longer in the recommended section. Hold on. Let me jump to the main account. Well, let's go to the main account. The name of the intro song is, in fact, Criminals. I think someone dropped it in the chat earlier. Uh-oh. Alright, now, let's not hate on other kingdoms. Well, let's not hate on other kingdoms here, anyways. What you do other places? Hey, man, that's up to you. There it is. Let's put the bell on that one so we don't lose it. Boom. 1254. LIV. Battling against 185. I say it like that because I got the exclamation point in there. I don't know. It's more exciting with just yelling it, right? That's how that's intended. Also, G3 is battling. That's also from 254. And they're battling against 412. I mean, honestly, it's a great time to stream Ark. It's a great time to stream Ark. This is going to be fun today. Plenty of fun matches to see. And to top it off, I mean, the name of this team and their alliance is Plundering Your Booty. I mean, you kind of want to watch that matchup, right? PYB will be a pushover in your group. Earlier today, we battled against 1307. That's the Smash Squad Wolves. You see it on the screen, 75k to 3k. We did kind of want to make sure they got an obelisk so we could get our 10k points. So they held some obelisks for a bit. Smaxy, thank you for the super chat. Open field for KVK3. Oh my gosh. I mean, Edward and Tommy is actually really good in KVK3. Alex and Esong is really good. Mehmet is really good in KVK3. El Cid, and not together, but like El Cid is a strong commander in KVK3. I want to say that Thutmose is also going to be a really strong commander in KVK3. Obviously, if you have Richard or Charles Martel, like those are going to be great commanders to use. Saladin. Oh, great commander in KVK 3. Constantine, you'd even use him in the field in KVK Season 3 if you had him. There's so many great commanders that loses so much value when you get to Season of Conquest, but are great in KVK Season 3. No one showed up for your arcs. You had to farm all your points. That's big GG's. That's big GG's. Please lose the third match. I want EV in the top 32. I don't think we have any intention to lose. Smexy, hopefully that's helpful. Obviously, Ethelflaed is still very usable in those early KVKs. I wish there was a way to filter by, like, close. Like, I want to filter by a point differential in the final score to find all the really close scores. Horus Division 19, your KVK allies? Division 19, huh? Oh, that, okay. Accidentally top 22. 19. Division 19, huh? I guess this is not the best view, because it doesn't show kingdom numbers on here. Lambo. Changes are needed in League. These group matchups are too lopsided. You can't even call these warm-up matches. No, they're honestly more like warm-down matches. Like, you get cooler. You decay in skill battling against these teams. For sure. 100%. You actually get worse, because you aren't getting a real matchup during that time frame. Smexy, welcome to the Honor Guard. Yo, let's get those hype emojis for Smexy. Welcome to the Honor Guard. First time member, let's go. Pop a search emoji in there, see who becomes the next member of the channel. Let's go. Even a team like TR has a hard time getting real matches in the off season, because we just like kill all our troops in KVK, and then it's hard to match anybody because they match on power. It's like, how are you supposed to get a real match? How are you supposed to get a real match? New teams get crashed by the top teams. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the new teams, it's like such a differential. And you'd think by now there just would be more and more and more high quality teams, but there's always going to be high power players and teams that don't bother showing up, and it's just GG's, right? There's always going to be high power players that just don't have the skill and don't show up, that make these first matches just like a complete grab bag. But I think, I don't know, would I rather that they start the league with a more competitive banding? I guess that's the solution, right? What's the solve? You got Ark at 20 UTC. Nice. Do some champions. I actually really need to bang out my Golden Kingdom. So I think we just gem this out super quick, and then we'll be casting in no time. Marius, hey, what's up, dude? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Let's definitely use the Boudica Prime here, but I think we go Boudica Prime with Esong for this game mode, don't you think? I like the Cyrus a lot, but for this game mode, Esong is just like too good, right? You did your Golden Kingdom yesterday? Good for you. You gotta get it done, man. I gotta get it done on my main. I gotta get it done on my restart. We got so much Golden Kingdom to do, man. And I don't even do it on my farm. Can you believe I used to do it on my farm? I'd get my farm to level 20 as well. Can you believe I put all that time into that? It's actually kind of hard to believe. Who should I pair with Richard? Like, not actually Constantine. Did I actually just put Charles Martel? It's old school cool. Should we just do a little old school cool? We get some Guan Skippy going on here. I got a Guan preset, although it's Guanda. The old Guan Honda. I actually don't have gear on my XY. It's sort of a weird story. Actually, yeah, no, it's because of Canyon. It's not that weird of a story. Torjor, what's up, dude? How are ya? I mean, honestly, it's like, it kind of doesn't matter what I put in this lineup. We're going to win, right? Right? We are going to win, right? Do we drop the Constantine or the Mulan here? Constantine's not as good as you would think in this game mode. Ooh, I think we put a little Mulan action in here. We just mix it up a little. I mean, if I really wanted to be sassy, here's what I do. If I really wanted to be sassy, we do it this way. We do Trajan Skippy. The commander's been dispatched. Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever, like, dude, okay. Whatever you say. So that's a bug. We found a bug. It's happened. Happens to the best of us. Giga Chad? What about Xeno? You want me to use Xeno? Do you really want me to use Xeno? Oh, you know what? Actually, it's not a bug. The bug is in my brain. No, I actually do have Honda already deployed. Dude, chat would lose their mind if I used XY secondary. It's gonna take me more time to get that lineup set up than it is to actually beat this. Richard Harold? Oh, God. That's so bad. That combo's so bad. Dude, I see a Richard Harold lineup in Canyon, and it's like, lol. Silverbeard! Welcome to the Honor Guard! Let's go. Let's get those hype emojis for Silverbeard. Third new member of the stream? Let's go. Tordro says, no, I don't miss 75. Yeah. Yeah. Times have changed, haven't they? There were some cool people in 75. Can I please get a membership, says F14. Looking for those gifted memberships. Ooh, let's take the heal every time we get a win. Healing is the key. Oh my god, and we got a healer's hut already. Predictions on OL winners? I mean, you're really looking at like 1960, 1V, right? As like your premium candidates. JST. Really premium candidates for winning Osiris League, right? Oh yeah, obviously SWTR. Sure. Obviously. Not biased even a little bit. Okay. What if Richard and Saladin got married? Well, maybe that would put their conflict to an end, right? The two of them. You know? They could set aside their differences. They got married. That's how it was done all throughout history. Marry one family to another, and it's like, hey, we're not enemies anymore. We're friends forever. That's how they did it. So that's exactly how they did it. Bingy Dingy is the gifted membership god. It's true. Bingy Dingy is consistently the god of gifted memberships. Can I invest in XY? You could. I don't think it'd be a bad choice. I think that there are higher priority choices. I think that those higher priority choices include commanders like Skippy Prime, Nevsky, Boudica Prime. But if you got all those ducks in a row, yeah, I mean, you go for it. Ooh. I mean, these are all so good. Anchor's good. Rage at the start is OP as heck. Shielding's okay. I don't think it would take shielding over Anchor. I think we just... I like Rage, but I guess I'd take Anchor. Anchor is probably just correct here. Obviously, the better your commanders are, like, the better it becomes to just take the Rage at the start. You know? But I'm like, dude, I'm barely getting even a scratch here. I got 2 healing huts already. GG. Is Richard a top commander? No. Richard is a niche commander. He's really good in early KVKs, and then he's really good for AoE barb farming in this game mode. And in Canyon in general, he's really good. But otherwise, you don't do Richard unless you really kind of know what you're doing. We need Ruz to lead the fort revolution. Honestly, for most casual players, the change they put in for forts, as it turns out, is better. Most players were not in alliances that were rallying that many barbed forts anyways, so they won't know the difference. And then the players that actually rally barbed forts now get action points themselves. So if you like weren't in an alliance that was exploiting the fort meta, like you're actually better off now than you were before, weirdly enough. But for alliances that were exploiting, like truly exploiting the fort meta, like, yeah, no, it's way worse. Your alliance is going crazy on barbed forts right now? I mean, that's cool. That's cool. Barbed forts are still value. What do we got? Defensive front row by 20%. I'll take it. Problem is the active alliances get punished for being active. I mean, there's nothing to do about it now, though, unfortunately. Not that I'm aware of. Forts are still correct to do, just for different reasons now. Back row's so bad for this lineup. I mean, I guess cav damage to archers. Ugh, all these are pretty suboptimal skills there. Do you think 1v will avoid fighting in KVK because of OL? I don't think so. But my understanding is that they're an OL kingdom, so I don't know what choices they're going to have to make here. 30% chance of getting an extra skill seems pretty strong. Have I tried Saladin Trajan? You know, I've never tried Saladin Trajan. It's kind of an interesting idea. You think the update is really good, believe it or not. You get more AP. See, I think there's a lot of people that are probably getting a lot more AP than they used to, with the way that the update worked out. Okay, Healing Hut's nice. And we're already on floor 4, man. It's just easy. Cam getting scouted, poggers. I like that it's showing me what the aggression is from this event, so I don't have to leave the event. It's actually kind of nice. That's like, I don't know if that's intended or not, but that's really nice. You couldn't see, but now you can. But I was getting scouted, right? And it shows me that here. Can you imagine if you got zeroed while you were doing Golden Kingdom and you had no notification of the fact that you were getting zeroed? Like, what a disaster that would be, right? I mean, it'd be like funny to an outsider looking in, but a true disaster. Shout out to EE 2098, big OL win. Dude, I remember we battled you guys in KVK a long time ago. You guys were fun, as I recall. You brought a bunch of people to the field, right? Let's go check this. What do we got? What do we got? I mean, good choices here. I think we can just go all in on the Guan plan. We go for the Guans. Am I going to be grinding Call of Dragons? Dude, I'm grinding Call of Dragons right now, baby. Am I going to be grinding? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know when Call of Dragons is coming out for global launch. And I really need to actually put thought into like truly forming up whatever sort of group I'm going to form up for that. I haven't done anything yet. I did have a couple people reach out to me and they're like, I'll bring you 100 players. We'll make an alliance. Easy. Easy. So like if I really put a little bit of organization in, like we'd already have probably 300 players lined up. But I gotta check with my people in 254 and see what the heck they want to do. It's weird because like I don't actually want to distract any of the kingdoms I'm already in Rise of Kingdoms from playing Rise of Kingdoms, if this makes any sense. Like, I don't want to like kill my kingdom, you know? But I think the two games are very different. Am I rambling? Does this make sense? So yes, I'm probably going to go pretty hard on Call of Dragons, but no, I don't want to do it to the detriment of kingdoms that I'm already playing with in Rise of Kingdoms. Do you really have time to play that as much as you should? Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. I do not have enough time to play that as much as I should. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. The thing is... Dude, I actually think this could be really good as a choice. Just put that there. The thing is that I think Call of Dragons could be really good. 254 will become a Call of Dragons kingdom? Probably not. Probably not. Decreasing enemy rage whenever a skill happens seems really good. Call of Dragons is farming mainly compared to Rock. I mean, it's so hard to say right now. Because right now, everybody is still powering up, right? Like in Rise of Kingdoms, when you fight in KVK, it's like, all right, baby. Everybody's, you know, mostly T5 in these older kingdoms, right? That's like the expectation. It's like the standard. Is that you've gotten to T5. Whereas in Call of Dragons, bro, people still getting to T3, okay? Take it easy. Most people probably don't even have their T3 yet, okay? Take it easy. Right? So it's kind of tricky. This is start a rockets mostly farming? Yeah, you need the resources. I'll tell you, though, it's more scouting than it is farming, I think, so far. It's way more scout. Dude, the map is freaking huge, bro. I don't return to my city. I just want to get rid of that stupid flashy scout thing. Bro. I think I can get rid of it from here. There we go. They're going to reset everyone's power in Dragons once it goes global. I don't think they are going to reset power. I think technically the game is live. I think technically the game is launched. Why is your account so weak? I know. 150 million power. I'm such a sissy. I don't think they're resetting power. I don't think they're resetting anything. I don't quite understand how they're going to pair up old realms versus new realms, but I don't know that they do that exactly. Like, in Call of Dragons, the way that the game works is that it's a season-based game. You have seasons, and, like, the map resets after each season. And they actually bring all the commanders back to level 1. You keep a bunch of things on your commanders, by the way. Okay, you keep a bunch of things. Like, you keep, obviously, your skill levels. I think you keep your star levels as well. Star levels work differently in Call of Dragons, too, by the way. Sure. Ooh, reduce the attack of enemy troops. Don't mind if I do. Healing Hut. Chisgule train. Yeah, dude. I do intend to do a non-trivial amount of training. That is 100% true. When we have the Zenith of Power show up, I do intend to do some pretty big training. Assuming it's a city theme that I actually want. And I mean, I think that's a safe assumption. So that'll be good. How much power will I gain in Zenith? Probably 50 mil. I think 50 mil will probably get the job done. If it needs to be more, then I'll do more. But like, I'm ready. I have been waiting to do Zenith. What's the best type of troops? You know, I've always really liked infantry in this game. But I think cav are a lot easier to use because they have more march speed. Which I don't think anybody would argue that, right? Like, cav are just easy to use because of the march speed. Now, that said, the reality is that when you get to the mid or end game, you really should have, like, a march of each troop type anyways, so... Cav is free-to-play universal best, chat says. Are you saying that because, like, it's easy to get away from a bad situation? Largely because of charge talents, 30% march speed. Charge talents are good. There's really, like, no way around it. Let's freaking go, Guan Yu! How many Guan Yus can I get here? There's not really a way to download Call of Dragons right now. It's only launched in one region of the world. And I think the way that most mobile developers approach that is that they consider that to be kind of the test of the game. You test by launching regionally. I think that's the standard for how this is done. And then when you're ready, you bring the game to other regions. That's my understanding of how to approach this as a mobile game developer. Reduce the defense of enemy troops. Reduce all damage taken by the front rows. Pretty legit. I think I'd take that. Damage taken reduction's too strong, bro. So OP. Cav is good for free-to-play because it decreases the amount you need to heal. Resources is the gatekeeper for most. Is it really resources as the gatekeeper for free-to-play as well? I thought it was generally speed-ups if you're free-to-play. And a lot of free-to-play, I think, don't want to commit the speed-ups to field fighting. Obviously, though, if you're using T5, then, like, resources are going to be a huge issue. How much power could I gain with all my speed-ups? I'm pretty sure I could low-key gain, like, 70 mil right now. Pretty sure I could pull down 70 mil. You have farms for resources. We need the speed-ups. Oh, and the materials, for sure. Materials. Everybody needs materials. Everybody needs those materials. I will say... that making the infantry set chest and set legs, which I did a very, very, very long time ago, has to be like the worst equipment I've ever made. It's so bad. I think I have to dismantle it. It's so bad. Which I find that to be pretty frustrating. But I think I'm going to have to dismantle like the set chest and legs for infantry. Like, I think I just got to bite the bullet and do it, unfortunately. That went way worse than I thought it was going to go. Was that the boss? That was not even the boss. What the hell just happened? I thought that was just going to be easy. And I just popped the healer's hut? Whatever, we'll just use the healer's hut either way. I got 4 Guans as backup. It's going to be fine. Actually, I think I should just tap in my Guans. Actually, I think I just tap in the Guans. Let's do it. We just bring in the Guans. Guan. 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 Let's go. You got wrecked a little? Like, low-key, I got wrecked. Low-key, I got wrecked a little. Okay, here we go. Oh, I should debuff the boss. Actually, hold. I should debuff the... Should I debuff the boss? Yeah, let's do one of these little bolties. I got a healing hut here. Guan is one of the weakest commanders in the game. What are you talking about? He's so good. Guan is so good. But Guan Honda might have... I could have pulled that off if I was using Guan Leo. Dude, Leo's so good, he would have been fine. I think it was the Honda secondary that was my problem. Honda secondary is not really designed to heavy tank like I was using it. That's the problem. That was the problem. I figured it out, chat. Here we go. Smash. Easy. Easy. Guan is insane. Oh, double healer's hut. Woo!
Neil, you free-to-play peasant.
Let's go. I mean, I just heal up and I'm like back to full health, basically. So, GG's. Big GG's. Smash, smash. Guan too squishy. Yeah, for sure. We grab these. Senior medicine, 40%. That's actually exactly what I want to be doing. Big heals. Big heals. And I mean, like, I'm pretty much full strength here. So, we're good. What's a better open field? Boudica Nebu or Boudica Esong? I mean, I personally would do the Nebu if for no other reason than the march speed. Like, you can't discount how big the Nebu AoE is. And to explain that even more in depth, I battled in Canyon earlier, and I was like, how did I lose to this guy? How could I possibly have lost to this little bro? And then I looked more closely, and the Nebu AoE was so insane. It was like hitting a guy in another lane that I was like, oh, okay. Your Nebu Esong double AoE is actually still hitting someone I thought was completely out of your range. The range of the Nebu AoE, it's really good. It's really good. So I think combined with the march speed, whereas Esong doesn't have any, but I used Boudica Esong on my restart and was extremely happy, for the record. Like, extremely happy. I was really concerned. I didn't think I should be concerned. And then I got all these messages expressing concern about Boudica being too squishy. And I was like, oh my God. Have I been giving a terrible recommendation this whole time? I didn't think I was. And no. Boudica Esong is completely fine. Absolutely fine. Worked really well for me. Really, really well. In fact, relic capacity reached. Let's go. I mean, I was talking with some folks in 254. And, I mean, I'll name drop. It was a sheep, okay? I was talking with a sheep. Okay, I was talking with a sheep. Sean the sheep. And he was like, dude, I think I'm just going to use Esong over the Nebu for the AoE. And, I mean, it's like a reasonable choice. It's actually a super reasonable choice. So all that to say, you got, oh, relic capacity doubly reached. Bro. You got a lot of really good options. Oh, okay. Of all the places to relocate. What a move. I'm just going to have to fight him anyways. That's what's going to have to happen here. Best commanders for a Cav City garrison? I mean, I guess you're saying you're going to use Jad. So it's like Jad with YSS or Theo at that point. When you say Cav City garrison. I don't know why you'd want to make a Cav City garrison exactly. You know what I mean? Like what makes you want to do that? I could use a little bolt here. I don't want to commit too much to this floor because I know I have a healing hut on this floor. So there's no need to overcommit on token debuffs here. Yeah, easy. Oh, fervent tactics. That's double healer's hut. What a GG, man. What a GG that is. Double healer's hut. I mean, sheesh. Boudica can even start tanking. For all I care. It's basically over. I kind of want the troop capacity, but I won't take it for now. Big GGs. We just gotta speed up now. We just smash the button, roll my face on the keyboard, collect the win sort of a thing. Just easy now. Is Honda still worth investing? Honda's great, man. Honda's absolutely fantastic. But the thing is, theoretically, we're due for some new leadership commanders. I mean, we're on our way to having one of the longest gaps between new commander releases that we've ever had. Do you realize that? Like, we're well on our way to having one of the biggest gaps in launches of commanders. It's really weird. It's super weird. Unprecedented times in Rise of Kingdoms. Let's go, Guan Yu! I think I could do 6 Guans, couldn't I? Can I do 6 Guans? You're fine with larger gaps between commanders? I mean, when you get down to it, it's not a bad thing, is it? It's really not a bad thing, is it, chat? It's not actually a problem to have a big gap between commanders. Gives you more time to get sculptures, right? But it's just surprising, because it's like... Okay, I mean, I think I said 3 to 5 weeks ago, I was like, there's no way that we'll get 5 weeks down the road and still not know what the new commanders are. And it's like, well, here we are. We're 5 weeks down the road. We still have absolutely no clue what new commanders are coming into the game. And we're like, we actually don't know. Like, nobody knows. We don't know. Ooh, the heal is so good. Heal at the start of the battle is like pretty tough to argue with that. 93 nos. GG. Oh my god, double healer's hut. Dude, this has to be the easiest Golden Kingdom I've ever done. I really don't even have to pay attention at this point. Deploy Richard, roll face on keyboard, collect wins. Oh my god, they even put the arrow tower like 1 square away from the start. Like, 0 challenge. Did I even remember to use my healer's hut in the last level? I don't, it doesn't even matter. Like, I'm full health. Who knows? It's just too easy. You didn't get a single healer's hut for the last 5 floors? Actually, on most runs, that's like a guaranteed auto lose if you don't get a healer's hut for a really long time. Those healer's huts are really important. They're really important. You didn't get a healer's hut till floor 6? Bro, that's so bad. I'm sorry for your luck. That's no good. I kind of want the troop capacity, because, like, who cares? I'm friggin' steamrolling. With all the healing I'm doing, like, I'm gonna get escape velocity here. It's just gonna be unbeatable. Defensive cavalry? Like, I'm not even using cavalry. You finally got one. Next, dude, I hope that they could throw at me the hardest possible floor imaginable, and I'm still winning this round. Dude, I got another healer's hut. They could do the hardest thing they could possibly fathom. I'm gonna win. I have everything I need. I can't lose. Dude, too big to fail. I can't lose. Not possible. You completed level 20. Epic comeback. Congratulations. Love when you have a good comeback. You know, it's very fun. I think my Guan Yu is going to get absolutely raffle stomped here, but I'm okay with it. He didn't even. Wow. Easy. Yeah, we hit the escape velocity here. I don't even have room for relics to buy, honestly. I don't even have room for relics to buy. Like, I guess I buy one, too. Buy this one. It's whatever. Famous last words. Honestly, I hope they ramp up the difficulty the absolute maximum amount possible. I'm still winning. I'm still not just winning, I'm clapping. Like, easy. Easy win. You need a Golden Kingdom campaign? Tell me what you mean by that. Match starts in 15 minutes, baby. Let's go. I'm filling the front row because I have a thing called Fervent Tactics, which means I heal in all my front row troops. So because I have Fervent Tactics, yes, it makes sense to fill the front row like I have. Now, One strategy is to move all in on buffs that work for the front row, in which case, okay, you definitely want to move all in on front row at that point as well. Honestly, like, I just hit go. See mob, hit go, collect loot. Good advice, never thought of that. Yes. It's a reasonable strategy. You get all buffs stacked on front row. Ooh, we got the boss. We got the boss. Bolt him. Claim whatever that is. Basic armor. Okay. Calm Fury. Chance for extra rage. See, here's one of those front row things. Front row defense. It's pretty solid. Do I just, like, debuff this guy and fight him? We just do it anyways. Arc match in 15 minutes, everybody. 15 minutes till the Arc match. By then, we should have this with a nice little bow around it. Oh, Healer's Hut. GG. Easy. And I got a replacement basic armor. You see the whale from 1v got the frame from the new achievement road? No, I haven't seen. Tell me more. You have my attention. Health, the front row. Ooh. I'm just gonna leave behind that other little buff over there. I don't have room for it. Can't believe you still do Golden Kingdom. Brother, materials are materials. I'll get them wherever I can get them. I gotta make up for stupid equipment choices I made long, long ago, before people knew any better. And I made the infantry set, chest, and legs. F's in the chat. I think I gotta dismantle those. They're just too bad. They're like Terra bad. I might have to just dismantle them. Let's freaking go for the memes. All in on Guan Yu. Do you remember when it used to be hard to get like 5 Guan Yus and you'd be like, wow, 5 Guan Yus? That's so rare and unusual. Meanwhile, Chisgule in 2022 be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 2022? If only I had known back in 2019 that we'd be in this strange place. I like reducing enemy stats a lot. I feel like that has a outsized impact. I could be wrong. You got a lot of XY options. Yeah, that's pretty cool. XY is a fun commander. I mean, I guess not for this game mode. He's not that fun, right? It's really controlling him in the field. That's the fun part, right? It's still cool. Ooh, boss. We got a boss. Oh, you just lost on the 16th floor? Well, at least you made it to floor 16. Are you going to keep pushing? Right? You can retry from floor 16, or is it GG'd? Might be GG'd. The team. Dude, I should take the extra commander slot. We go all Guans. That'd be so amazing. If I have the opportunity to get Conqueror again, I'm going to take it. Okay? If I have the opportunity to get Conqueror. But Conqueror's got to be legendary, so I just skip all this stuff. Look at that. They just put the arrow tower right by the start for me, you know? They're like, here, Cheesy Pants, let's make it easier. Leo is better than Harold with 2 infantry marches? Oh, no, no shot, dude. No shot. Leo is amazing. He's like such a good pair with Guan. I mean, honestly, other than Guan Skippy, like that's what you do. It's Guan Leo. That's the way. Obviously, a lot of people still run Guan Alex because of what they have access to. Oh, this guy just got wrecked. When is Guan better than Alex for a max Skippy? I actually am not sure at what point I'd tell you to switch it over. Right? Like 5-1-XX? I guess the other thing to think about is, like, where are you going to deploy your Alex? So if you had something else to do with your Alex, it's a lot more exciting than if you're just, like, replacing one with the other. You see what I mean? Like, if you're making a second march, you might rush to make that replacement, because then your Alex is freed up sooner, you know? Killing effects in battle actually are pretty good for my Richard, but I'm just going to go for attack. We just go attack here. Nowhere, just replacing. Yeah, see, that's the tough part, is if you're just replacing, I don't know. But the silence is, like, so good. The silence is very strong. Hard to argue with that. It's very quality. Floor 15, oh my god. Dude, we're crushing it. We're crushing it. I guess I pop a debuff on the boss. Like, I don't need to, but we just go for it. Front row defense is a big W. Unscathed is also super good, but I just don't need it. We're already just kind of winning here. You actually think that Khan is meta for infantry? Do tell. Could you explain that a little more for me? How does that work? Golden Kingdom Pog? Golden Kingdom Pog. Did I watch HOTD? No, I didn't. I only had room for 2 items. Look at it. Did they deposit the arrow tower right by the start for me? Khan looks cool and you like infantry. Poggers. Dude, my kids started saying poggers. It's really funny. It's actually really hilarious. She's like kind of trying it out. She's like, she'll say it and then she'll kind of look up and kind of be like, did I use that correctly? Like, she doesn't say, did I use that correctly? But she's kind of like seeking approval for her, the way that she's used it. It's really funny. It's very cute. It's actually very cute. It's such a cute little kid. I can't even handle it. Oh, cool. Yeah, remind me of that Torjor if it's looking one-sided. Oh, please give me Conqueror! Give me the extra spot! Come on! Dang it. Is she saying GG a lot? She's thrown a couple GGs, but not too many. We got a couple GGs. GGs are pretty sparing. How does the live stream fairy? Oh, she thinks it's funny. Live stream fairy thinks it's funny. Now, how is that going to work when she goes to school and the other kids are like, what is that, man? Dude, I am single-handedly going to be the reason that an entire school of children start saying poggers. 100%. That's happening. Dude, the teacher's going to be like, all the kids are saying poggers. I don't know what it means and I don't know where it came from. And I'm going to be like, my bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. That's my fault. Oh, it's actually going to be amazing. That actually sounds amazing. Dude, how to, like, get rid of these stinking buffs. Forced movement. Get out of here, you. Teachers in a few years will know what it means. I mean, yeah, probably. Probably. Go with health of front row here. More Karaku gold I don't need. Waiting for the hexagon. Oh no, right? Whoa, look at that double lineup. Sheesh. Right by the front. Too bad I just go right around it, man. Easy. So easy. Okay, I got blocked basically everywhere. Yeah, this is the thing. You gotta wait for the info on new commanders. Like, I'm actually... Every day that I have not used my 500 legendary materials, I'm getting more mad and triggered that I still haven't used them. Because we're just waiting for the stinking leadership stuff. They're burning a hole in my pocket, man. I'm getting so triggered. Teachers becoming streamers. It's true. It's true. Do you think of me more as a teacher or a gamer? 1 if you'd say teacher, 2 if you'd say gamer. Do you think of me, Chisgule Gaming, as more of a gamer or a teacher? Neither. Okay. I am neither a gamer nor a teacher. What the heck am I? I don't even know why I'm fighting these off the side. No, I'm not actually a teacher. But, like, I do kind of teach Rise of Kingdoms. You see what I mean? You see what I did there? Farmer for life. Oh, you think of me as a farmer? Is that what it is? GG. I'm neither a gamer nor a teacher. You're just a farmer, Cheesy Pants. Okay. Take it easy. Take it easy. Start the fight with 1,000 rage. Think of me as a friend. I appreciate that. You teach gaming. An informative gamer. A rock professor. Ooh. More debuffs. Please be a poison floor. Please. Please be poison! Just a double tower floor? Come on. I don't have a teacher vibe. Teachers have low energy and look kind of depressed. That's only if they've been teaching long enough, GG. Joking aside, teachers are very important. Everyone should be a teacher. So good for society. GG. Yikes. Teacher's one of those jobs that's like actually critical and then very poorly compensated compared to how important it is. Kids are exhausting. Yeah, man. 100%. We get Thor's hammer and we peace out of here, man. Oh, this was even an easy floor. Look, I got the floor where the tornado's up in here. Press the attack. Every time I clear fog, it has a chance of doing damage to something. Alright, let's get out of here. We GG'd this floor. Okay. Here we go. Oh, did I really just have maybe 1 march that I needed to send out? Cool. Let's open those Golden Kingdom chests. Let's go. Materials. 20 blue materials. Please don't suck. 3 bone. Could be worse. 5 epics. No whammies! Some whammies in there. More proof you're a farmer. True, true. 13 Golden Kingdom troves. 1 weapon frag, 12 keys. Oh, we finished stage 3 of building the RCF, dude. The stage 2 lasted less than 18 hours for us. Stage 2 of RCF was like... I mean, maybe it was about 18 hours. And then stage 3, I mean, that just is a blink of an eye, man. Stage 3 is done. Put a 1 in the chat if you were playing Rise of Kingdoms back in the day when, if stage 3 ended, you could no longer get sculptures and get rewards. 1 in the chat, 2 if you were not playing at that point. Back in the day, you'd get to stage 3, and if it was in the middle of the night, you had to stay up if you wanted your free sculptures, man. Because if this past glory stage finished back in the day, you could not get rewards anymore. It was bad. You used to set an alarm for it. Yeah, CP. The OGs know. They know. You had to phase that thing at a good time of day, or it was big GGs. Any thoughts on Drago's 3 to 5 war drums in the murder ball? I don't think that it's actually the right play. And I think the math is not quite right. The amount of rage per minute that you get from Horn is better. I mean, I don't think I actually want a napkin math 30 seconds before the match starts. Dude, this song went really hard. This song went maybe a little too hard. Right? The problem here is that we're talking about 150 rage. Okay? You get that 150 rage, 10% chance to trigger, which sounds good until you realize it is a 3-second cooldown. At most, once every 3 seconds. Right? Which means you probably expect this to fire off once every 13 seconds? That's not quite right. But anyways, let's not get into all that math right now. I'm sticking with my Horn of Fury. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's cover Ark of Osiris League today. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I put a little bell on the one I wanted to watch. None of these are the ones I want to watch. Oh, no. Where's LIV? Aha! I found it anyways. I found it anyways. This portion of today's live stream is sponsored by the makers of Rise of Kingdoms. Today we're casting Ark of Osiris League 185 exclamation, hailing from Kingdom 1185 at 3 billion power. That is more than enough to get the job done, but can they handle 254 LIV? Let's freaking go! 1 minute 55 till the match begins. A few highlights of the key combatants. Kill score of 13,000 from the K6. And on the opposing side, kill score of 169,000. So to me, that says in the previous week, perhaps 185 did not have a particularly competitive matchup, because this is the second matchup of the league. We are in the group stage, the qualifying group stage, which means 2 of the 4 teams in each group will advance to the next portion of the tournament. Now, it is pretty funny that both teams here, you do see this correctly on your screen, they are both using the exact same mermaid icon for their flag, which is pretty funny. I'm into it. Have I expertised my leadership skills yet? I haven't expertised my leadership gear yet. Not yet, anyways. The folks from 254, you may notice a little bit of a Harry Potter theme here on some of them. Okay, that's not Harry Potter, obviously. We got Harry Potter and we got rappers. GG. I think LIV has got a little rapper theme going on, and some of the members of SW are kind of rocking the Harry Potter theme. Should be a good matchup on the opposing side in blue. We get a little bit of a look around here. 94 million power, 90 million power, 81 million power, 71 million power. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and the match begins. The rest of LIV is West Coast rappers. Do a Dragon Ball Z theme. Voldemort leading. That's 100% a lot. 100% a loss. He who shall not be named. He who shall... No, we need a song with a little more hype. A little more hype. A little more hype. Here we go. What happens at the start of the match? You rally all the things. Typically, the obelisks is your focus. However, we do see 3 rallies on their way to outposts as well. These outposts are going to be under a lot of pressure because of the rallies. Now, the weirdness of an outpost is the capacity. The capacity of an outpost is only 500,000, which means that's not 2 full marches. So if you set a rally from the start, you are sending non-full marches. Hard push activated for LIV. Has anyone seen skills activated yet for the opposing side in 185? I don't think I've seen them yet. Now, the other thing that's interesting about the strategy deployed by the team in blue is I didn't see as many rallies on the opposing side obelisks. And by the way, wait a minute. 185. Didn't I ally them last KVK on my restart? Didn't I ally them last KVK on my restart? Weren't they water camp? Ginger Snowman. That's an original 1075 member, isn't it? I think so. I think so. Okay. Hey, we know these names. C's in the chat. See? Blue team claiming both obelisks first. Red a little bit delayed. Or should I say a lot delayed on their arrival to the obelisk. This actually could be really catastrophic. We're looking at like a 30 to 60 second penalty on their arrival to this obelisk. It looks like the one troop never actually made it in that direction. It's going to be the rally that ultimately goes there, and it looks like Killer Panda is going to make their way to this outpost. So there's a big miss at the opening here for LIV. Opportunity for improvement for future matches here to get this obelisk cap cleaned up and in the bag. In the meantime, opposing side, you can see a truly oppressive early teleport advantage here of almost a full 60 seconds on the obelisk for 185. Let's see if 185 capitalizes on that advantage. Now, this is classically considered to be the weak side of the map for red. So being late to grab an obelisk, especially on the weak side, is really concerning. For those that don't know weak side, strong side, let's do a breakdown at the start of the match here. Okay. This is considered weak side for this team because of the distance of the enemy's starting area to the altar and your distance to that altar. Okay. The distance is slightly longer to the red team's strong side, which is the sky altar. Sky altar is typically strong side. This is because of the distance being so much longer for the enemy team to go to the sky altar versus your distance, okay? Strong side, weak side makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. So being late to weak side is obviously very concerning. So we zoom into this part of the field now, and we see folks arriving. Variety of marches. Here's the one troop. Ultimately didn't make it to the structure, but is here to play. I wonder if it's going to sneak by, maybe, or if he just wants to reset his march. Does 1960 have any free-to-play? They probably have some free-to-play, right? Every kingdom has free-to-play players. Even a stacked kingdom like 1960. Tell a friend. Chisgule Gaming casting Ark of Osiris League. Match has just started. We're 8 minutes in. A little bit of a hiccup for our friends in LIV, capturing their weak side obelisk. However, so far, no punish delivered by 185 unless Harold Sigurdsson steps into the altar, looking to throw some AoE axes. Swarming commences on the desert altar. This is either a really hilarious and genius play or a super fast way to burn through all of your troops. Either way, it now flips red, and let's see if a captain ultimately makes their way in. On the opposing side, nobody's actually stepped into the Sky Altar. There it is. Sky Altar now captured. Looking to see more movement downfield here. It does look like LIV has some pressure downfield. Mostly stabilized at their Desert Altar, but captain not yet at play. Nevsky in the altar. Why didn't they fill the altar? It's sometimes harder than you would think to fill a structure. Sometimes what happens is other people have targeted it and it prevents other people from getting in. Either way, Xeno's now here. Secondary to Xeno, likely to be YSS. That's a very common pick. However, what do we got? We're looking for those signature boats. I didn't see them, but I might have just missed them. It's not YSS. That's Flavius, baby. We got Xeno Flav in the garrison. That is a slow march to move downfield, but once you get it there, it's obviously pretty tanky. The downside of using a Flavius in this situation is that there's probably a mix of troops jumping in there, and those mixed troops are not getting a lot of buffs from the Xeno Flavius combo. That said, you can get away with stuff like this with your Xeno because of the all damage boost that she gives and the health boost to all troop types. It's very powerful. Attack, no longer pressing on the altar itself. You'll notice the altar is now out of combat. Oh, but the captain stepped out. Did they actually cap the... what happened here? Chat, help me out. Did they just walk out of it? Like, what happened? Did they cap it? They actually capped it. Well? Now we get a swarm back. Check the battle report. Oh, please have battle reports. We sort of have battle reports. This is actually pretty cool. Except mid-fight, this did become a Xeno Flav, right? We've got a fair Ark match on our hands here, folks. 3,600 points for the team in blue. 185 has the lead. It's a 1,000-point lead. That's not a trivial lead. I think this is largely because the first capture points have not been scored for this Desert Altar. It should flip red. But with 4 minutes till Ark to spawn, like, honestly, we got to be looking to the Ark. And to my surprise, nobody is looking to the Ark yet from either side. So both teams fairly content to play the structure game, which is fine. If neither team goes middle, then I suppose neither team is late, right? Is that how that works? We've got an Attila rally absolutely doing work on this Xeno. I suspect that this is not a full garrison. A little bit of swarm coming in from Just B, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Just B now popping into the garrison itself. We do need Karak to maybe reroute where they're going, and they figured it out all on their own. They need to make their way into that garrison. From there, we're looking for a mid fight, which still has not shaped up yet. LIV's on their way to mid. 185 has marches on their way to mid. And SOL, Shrine of Life, Fallen. A lot of marches here committed to reswarming that. If I were giving a little bit of feedback here, I'd say that's probably an overcommitment to defending the Shrine of Life, given that the Ark is at play, baby. 2 minutes 30 till the Ark hits the board. This is where you need to be. This is it. This is the one spot that really matters right now. Shrine of Life flipping hands on the right-hand side of the map. Looks like they're just going to reset their marches on the city here. I think this is a pretty common play. It's a pretty smart play, so take note of this if you've never seen it before. Instead of staying to defend with their full health, or I guess I should say, nearly dead marches, they sacrifice them on the city. Yeah, it's a big repair bill, but they want to get their marches home to ultimately make it to mid. Now, I'm going to make the argument that with 1 minute and 53 seconds till arc spawn and a minute 25 to walk home, I mean, you're not getting to that mid fight in time. No shot. Absolutely no shot. Might have made more sense to sacrifice them on the altar, but I guess we'll see how the timing works out. Mid-fight's already happening. Blue thinks they've got a dominant force, and so they are pressing in. I actually really like this play from 185. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't press the advantage more, but this could just be one player making a mistake and not actually the team's engage. Hard to say. Here we go. More players pouring in for red. This is the time they need to get to the center. They are late. Blue has the advantage. I think blue could push now. I wouldn't be surprised if blue pushed now. If I were in blue, there it is. I would be popping skills and I would be pushing. 100%. 100%. Use the numbers while you have them. We see mystical formation in blue. From here, skills should be fired for the team in red. LIV still hasn't activated any skills yet. We're looking for War Drums Mystical. War Drums activated by LIV. Okay. They're going 1 for 1. 1 skill for 1 skill. Ediz maneuvering around the Temple of Osiris, trying to knock out the cavalry players to take out the Ark Carrier. Sneaky play, 15 seconds till Ark spawns. Red team convening on the temple itself. I am very concerned that red team might be traveling here, not fighting. What you need to do to travel your way to the Ark is not to run to the Ark, but to fight your way to the Ark, targeting march to march to march to march, making sure that you stay in combat the whole time. Every second you're out of combat is critical loss of your DPS you cannot afford. That's damage per second. From here, quick grab by Just B. Let's see where that Ark goes. Carrier is sneaking its way down, but has fallen. This has given the team in red, that's LIV, enough time to make their way to the Temple of Osiris and to contest this Ark a little bit more effectively. However, will the numbers advantage that 185 had at the start of this fight snowball into a critical advantage? In other words, will blue be able to just churn through the red marches so fast that the fact that they're here, and even if they bring more, may not matter, because throughout the duration of the fight, they always had less total marches? I don't know. Time will tell, but I think this is evening up in favor of LIV. Just B. Quick Hands takes the Ark again, but falls due to area of effect damage. Those players that reset their marches back at the Shrine of Life now arriving to the middle. Better late than never. 185 grabs the Ark. We've got a match on our hands, baby. Ark is moving. Carrier down. As a reminder, Ark reduces your march speed by 50% and increases your damage taken by 200%. This is an unusual Ark fight where you actually can have your march sad face. You can reset back to the Ark fight, which is unusual. It's very unusual that an Ark fight is this even and lasts this long. Team in red, that's LIV, has the Ark. 2 strong falls. It was a low health XY. Didn't make it very far. This is now a marathon fight for the Ark. Unlike the usual sprint that we see, you don't normally get to send marches back to the Ark fight after they are sad-faced. This is still anybody's Ark, but these quick moves by red, grabbing the Ark, moving it downfield, Sir Smash-A-Lot highlighted on screen here. You can see his march standing out using that new transparency mode in a way that actually makes a lot of sense. To see that one march highlighted on screen as it breaks away perhaps from all the marches that were surrounding it. Sir Smash-A-Lot is on his way out of there. Charge talent's fully active. He is taking normal attack damage. I think he's about to drop. Ark is down, but that is some crucial distance they gained. You can see it on screen. That's like a 10 march distance from the temple spawn, which is big. It's big because lots of marches are still coming back to the center, resetting to center rather than lane. I am surprised that 185, nor I think LIV, used 2 skills for this Ark fight. I think it was just Mystical, and I think it was just War Drums. No, we do see Mystical over here as well. So War Drums and Mystical were deployed by LIV, and it does look like that was to their advantage. Just B, for the 3rd time, taking the Ark. It's Skippy. Skippy highlighted on screen, bringing that Ark. Now, where do you think he's going to take it? Where do you think this Ark is going? Skippy CJ, the Ark carrier. Just B, driving that march toward the Shrine of War. However, big damage from 185 is going to take down this march, but if we look at the bigger picture, I don't know that 185 has a route to get this Ark from the center. But there are sneaky cross rallies going on over here. I don't think this is over just yet. You notice the pathing of that rally. It snuck around the corner. They could cancel this rally at any time. There it is, depositing their troops in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cav marches, including a Jad captain. So this is a sneaky move here. I think what they thought they might be able to execute is a play at the outpost. They take it themselves, bring it to the outpost. I don't think that they have enough forces here to pull that off, but it looks like that Jad is going to peel away from the main conflict and try to make their way to the outpost of Seth. The other option, given the route of travel here for this Ark, would have instead to be bringing that captain over to the Shrine of War. But I think the play here, running the Jad away from the main action, is perfectly fine because, dude, if you kept that Jad in the middle of that fight, it's getting sad-faced. However, is the Jad enough? I actually think this Jad could knock down this captain here. They may want to drop one more march into the outpost here. We'll see if they do that. In the meantime, Ark is still in the center, and 185 has not given up on that Ark, folks. So that rally, depositing the troops behind, gave 185 enough time to actually reset to mid. Now, I don't know that they have enough to get the carrier and to get the structure, but they are positioning to make that move. If LIV is not careful here, 185 will capture this Ark. This is a precarious play. Here's the carrier highlighted on the screen. Just B is moving the Ark. I think Just B should not go toward the Shrine of War. If I were in his shoes, I would take that thing away from any of the structures and just toward the cities. Ideally. Ideally. The reason we're looking for that is that this is very dangerous here. The volume of marches, look at this, swarm and rally set up here. Now, I really dislike the Attila play for this move. I think a higher DPS rally is better. I'm honestly not a very big fan of the Attila Nevsky rally in Ark, personally. But the swarm is going to be sufficient here. I think this Shrine of War is in big trouble. So 185 is going for the play exactly as I suggested. They try to take Shrine of War. They knock down the carrier. They try to sneak that dang thing into the Shrine of War. Step 1 of that plan, complete. Carrier was knocked down. Step 2 of that plan is underway, getting the Shrine of War. But step 3 is looking like it's not going to be very achievable, which is actually getting that Ark and bringing it to the Shrine of War. Good defense so far from LIV here, holding on to this Shrine of War longer than I honestly expected them to be able to. Swapping in marches, trying to keep that thing full. You can see exactly why I said I dislike the Attila rally. Not enough damage per second. With higher DPS, this thing would have flipped blue, but it's not really the game changer either way. That Ark carrier is still moving, I think, in a direction that's far more safe. And that safe direction is to the obelisk. That's where you want to go. Now, the obelisk itself is actually somewhat dangerous. So I guess what I should say is to the cities around the obelisk is where you want to be. Shrine of War being expertly held by LIV. Again, I want to emphasize that I really dislike the DPS output of the Attila Nevsky rally. You can't swarm it very easily, but you also don't have enough punch. At this point, I would say the Ark is safely in LIV's hands. Justin, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Let's get those hype emojis for Justin. Let's go. Shrine of War. Still hanging on by a thread. The Attila rally has long legs. It's lasting a long time, which I would argue is also a disadvantage. Justin with the 5 gifted. Let's go. Let's get those hype emojis for the 5 gifted members and a search emoji. See who becomes the next member of the channel. We got 5 gifted that should show up any second now on screen. YouTube algorithm cranking hard to figure out who should get those 5 gifted memberships. We got 940 people watching. If you are enjoying the stream, throw a like on here. Consider subscribing to the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 marches were in that rally. Okay. So it's not like there was an impressive number of marches in there. Also, you got to look really closely. That's a Jad, baby. So that was pretty expertly executed in terms of launching the rally, filling with a captain. If they had taken that structure, they would have captained it with Jad. They would have captained it with Jad. It would have been very powerful. I think the XY Nevsky in that instance was what they needed. Here comes the 5 gifted rolling in. Let's go. Send your thanks to Justin for the 5 gifted. Talib CJ, Sai, Shoreline, and Mystic Yay. Say&M, thank you for the $2 super. Much appreciated. Hope that you're doing well. The swarm is in from LIV on the Desert Altar. Zeno, the captain. Secondary commander. What do we got? I'm looking for boats. I don't see boats. Who's the secondary? I actually haven't been able to tell. Maybe we'll have to look in the report and see. Big rally on its way in. Boudica's a very scary rally in this game mode. Is it actually Esong? Is it actually Zeno Esong? It could be. Good swarm on the rally. Rallies down its YSS. Okay, chat's got it. Chat's got it. It's YSS. Shoreline. Thank you for renewing your membership. Thank you for the Elite Guard renewal. Much appreciated. Good defense here from 185. Shoreline, is that Redline's long lost brother at sea? Oh no. Big play by 185 taking the Desert Altar and also Shrine of Life. Amatatori is a great captain choice in a pinch. Good in the field. You can make it the captain if you need to, and technically Amani Art is 2 garrison captains. I personally really like that choice. Now, granted, it's a really bad garrison against a swarm, and that swarm did exactly what it needed to do. Also, Shrine of Life coming under control again for LIV. Scoreboard is 13,300 to 15,800. This is still a very close match. The Ark, by the way, was captured. Aggression on Shrine of Life all the way in the upper corner. Little bit of a swarm, I suppose. Just going for it. Tupac moving in. Map is otherwise even here. I kind of like the Xeno choice for the Shrine of Life. You know, the healing's kind of nice when you got a garrison that's far away from where you really want the majority of your troops to be. A lot of marches moving in to help defend this Shrine of Life. Rally downfield. XY. Going for the Sky Altar. Sky Altar, largely unsupported. This, to me, feels like a really risky choice. I feel like this was a risky choice because what if all those marches had stayed back home to defend the Sky Altar? Would the Sky Altar be staring down a rally with no support? Or would the enemy would have just moved their marches downfield and it wouldn't have mattered either way? Hard to say. But that is definitely embarrassing. Matilda Captain is not going to last very long. And that's our first ducky moment of the stream. Oh, boy. Saiyan M. Thank you for the 21 months and Legendary Guard membership. Yo, let's get those hype emojis for Saiyan M. Sheesh. Matilda Garrison is not the meta. Matilda, Freddy, 402,000 troops in that garrison. Unfortunately, because of the new report feature, we can see that the Xeno YSS was in the garrison. So we got a little bit of a captain swap issue here. Either way, that rally was 1.5, smashing into 400,000. Xeno or no Xeno, it was going to fall. The Matilda garrison's better than you thought? Stop it. Stop it. Well, let's look at the center. 3 minutes. Until Ark spawns. 185. It's chilling in the middle. They're ready. I don't know when the Champions of Olympia season ends. Does anybody in the chat know? Should have used Charlemagne. If only they'd been using Charlemagne. Clean rally plus swarm from 185 on the Desert Altar. Westy is probably not going to make it. Oh my goodness! They make it in the garrison, buying precious seconds. Will another march make it? Will another march make it to the garrison? I don't think so. I don't think so. There it is. Garrison pops. Timed perfectly with the music. You can't make this stuff up. However, aggression from LIV on Sky Altar paying off. They've got the Sky Altar with, unfortunately, Aguan Captain, which is working out fine for now, given that the AoE can hit these 3 marches. I feel like at this point, if you're in red, maybe you focus the jab to make sure they can't get a good captain in there. But this garrison is popping really fast. And now that full health Jad is going to make its way into this garrison. And then the swarm back is going to be really difficult. Blue doing a really good job taking altars here. They've got 3 altars right now to 1 in LIV. Ethelfled Captain's bit of a GG. Queen Kira trying to swap out her march. I mean, yeah, it was a good play. Not much you can do, but now the Jad is in that garrison. Time to swarm back, baby. It's time to swarm back. Uh-oh. There you go. Turn that party around, swarm that garrison. Let's look to middle. 1 minute till Ark spawns. 185 has got a commanding presence at that Ark. The real problem is that not only do they have numbers, but they've got the position advantage, which means if LIV wants to press this position, it's going to be very difficult. If they don't move in now, they're going to have to basically sacrifice themselves to take out these carriers. So ready or not, it's time to go. Ginger Snowman activating to the death. Now, this is, I think, a bit of an error. Not an error to use the skill, but definitely an error for the timing of when that was fired off. The reason I say that is that a lot of that to the death was just lost DPS. Nobody was in combat yet. So if you were doing that again or looking for a little bit of coaching on how to approach that next time, I would say hold on to that skill for just like 5 or 10 seconds more, then pop it. And I think you get a little more punch for the use of the skill. That skill being countered by Mystical Formation, but is it enough? I think the position advantage here is still very, very good for 185. Ark is moving. However, Ediz, yet again, playing the outside, already on that carrier, buying his team a lot of critical time to get into position. Very good play by Ediz on the carrier in order to prevent that Ark from moving, but also that was a good grab by 185, because if they get the Ark again, they can move it. But just B, with the quick hands, yet again, grabs the Ark and moves it just a little bit toward LIV. Very hard to say who's going to win this mid-fight. Just B tried to sneak the Ark again, not happening. From here, 185 takes a turn at moving the Ark. Let's find the carrier. Carrier is an XY, drops from the AoE skill damage. New carrier, seconds away from the grab. You can see the countdown up over here. There it is. Same player, different March. March has fallen. Will they go for it again? You can make an argument that some number of players should go for the Ark. The majority, however, should be clearing field. This, to me, good grab by 185. We've got a full health March. It is a Cav March, but that thing got absolutely melted. Clean swap by LIV onto the carrier, and the carrier's fallen. This is the kind of mid-fight that you reset to. You reset back to the mid-fight when your marches get sad-faced. Because this is not over yet. Big commitment of points there. Mystical Formation activated. I say that's a big commitment of points because if that doesn't make the difference for this Ark, then those were a lot of points to burn. Red is doing well in the mid-fight. Love the league battles. Me too. I think we found a really good match to spectate here. This is very close. Seems like LIV's got a little bit of edge in the Ark game, whereas 185 has a little bit of edge on the structure game, which makes for a really exciting match to watch. Ediz switching roles from the Ark Assassinator to the Ark Carrier. Looking to move the Ark back towards center. And they are making serious moves. We can watch that march, isolating that out as the Nevsky primary, back to center. Back to center is good, because if you're bringing fresh marches to this mid-fight, and you should be, you need it close to your side. Just be the carrier again. Looks like he's got an XY full health. Sneaking away with that Ark. Nobody's targeted him yet. Nobody's targeted him yet. Oh, there's some skill damage landing on Just B. Now he's taking normal attack damage. You can see the white numbers popping up on screen. Just B trying to get that march. We've got transparency mode activated, so you can see where Just B's march is relative to the mess. He is knocked down, but that was a good carry. Closer to the entryway for LIV, about halfway there. Definitely an exciting match, and if you're into exciting Ark of Osiris League commentary, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss next week's live casting of Ark of Osiris League. From here, Carriers in red once again, and blue is finding themselves in the exact same scramble they were in last week for how the heck are they going to knock down the Ark carrier and get control of the situation. Belisarius primary, leveraging mobility and charge talents to get away from this situation relatively quickly, now to the entryway of the temple area. Okay, they are taking the Ark to the strong side of the map by the Shrine of War. Half a dozen people all pick up the Ark at once. LIV is really serious about moving this. It's hard to say who will exactly win this Ark. I think LIV has a very good chance of scoring this cleanly, but will 185 pull the same maneuver of taking the Shrine of War? It's hard to say. If I were in their shoes, I think it would be reasonable to attempt it again. I think it would be extremely reasonable to attempt again. Yeah, you look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Every march targeting Shrine of War. They see the same problem, right? The push-pull in this situation is, do you go for the carrier or do you go for the building? They can't score the Ark if you have the building. They also can't score the Ark if the carrier's knocked down. Esong captain, that does seem like good reason to go for the building. That does seem rather melty as a captain choice. Carrier's knocked down, and now the situation's really dangerous. By the way, this is why I don't like trying to score the Ark at the Shrine of War. You want to take it past the Shrine of War, not to the Shrine of War, in my opinion, because it's just such a scary place. Rally now arriving against the Shrine of War. This time they have XY Nevsky. XY Nevsky is going to do a lot of damage. That's really dangerous. That rally might get swarmed out, but if they have enough troops to swarm an XY Nevsky, they had enough troops to swarm the other rally too. Okay? So I don't think that saying, well, see, they swarmed this rally is an indication that they should have gone with the Attila. Just to be clear. Because still, while that rally was healthy, it did a lot of damage to that garrison. And they can still fill this rally if they wanted. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh! I'm just saying, baby. I'm just saying. With the Attila, no shot you would have taken that garrison. With the XY Nevsky, garrison capped. I'm just saying. From here, I feel like this was a good move, bringing the Ark away from the Shrine of War, I think for obvious reasons. That was good to pull that away. And I think the window of opportunity for 185 to score the Ark is pretty rapidly closing, if not already shut. If they had had more bodies up by this Shrine of War sooner, it might have been achievable. But I think at this point, it's going to be really hard to do. Hard push activated by LIV. Interesting choice. To me, that hard push activation signals that they're going to hold on to this Ark for a long time, since they're now more interested in buildings. How long can LIV hold this Ark? 13 minutes, and that is plenty of time. There is only 17 minutes left in the match, so this could be the final arc of the match if LIV wants that to be the case. And I feel like they probably do want that to be the case, don't they? What do you think? 1, if LIV should hold the arc. 2, if you think they should score it right away. 1, hold the arc. 2's in the chat if you think score it right away. Arc is now by the cities. Now, here's the pro tip. Don't bring the arc any further than this. You don't want to go too close to the obelisk. The obelisk is actually kind of dangerous. You can score the arc in a city. So you don't have to bring the arc to an obelisk. You keep it around these cities. In this case, it's probably fine. But running the arc past an obelisk is generally only adding risk and there's no upside. So now what do you do if you're in blue? I mean, I think you have to shift gears and go structure game hard, right? Now you have to go structure game super hard. And I think that's exactly what they're doing. Sky Altar under pressure. Swarming marches are here. No rally yet in sight. Love to see the Boudica Cyrus combo. Although I think the attack there by that one march was a little early. Here's the rally. Yeah, this is what you were waiting for. This, to me, feels like an appropriate rally. XY Nevsky is the pressure you're looking for. And there it is. XY Nevsky plus a full swarm is going to be really oppressive for any garrison at this state of the meta. It's very, very oppressive. Scoreboard is almost even, but the arc is still in pocket for red. Look at that. 10 marches swarming in the XY Nevsky rally. It's a clean capture. You switch the captain if you had one in the rally. And you have plenty of support here. Also, even if there wasn't a captain in the rally, you could try to jam the Amanatori into there and use her as a captain in a pinch. This is the advantage of the Amanatori in the open field. Not a great garrison, but probably would be better than the old birdie in there, huh? Probably will be better than the birdie. All 4 altars in the hands of 185. If there's a path for them to win, then this is it. By taking all 4 altars, they've absolutely savaged the points per minute for red. 260 points per minute for red, 590 for blue. And if they hold those structures, it is going to go up a lot. If only there was a captain for this Sky Altar. If only there was a captain. People trying to swap their marches around. The building is down. 1 minute capture time for LIV because of hard push. The Xeno YSS trying to get into the building, but probably not going to make it in. Love to see the Tommy in here. Really niche, smart play to bring a Tommy to the field. Right? Like 1 Edward Tommy? Okay. Okay. I see you. They flip it back to blue. Attila's the captain. Still, point disruption is pretty good. But they really need to capture and hold. Desert Altar, Attila captain. Reasonable. Scoreboard is almost tied up with 12 minutes remaining. Absolutely no doubt about it. If 185 holds these altars, they actually are on pace to win. Anybody's game. For Ark of Osiris Sunday, baby. Subscribe so you don't miss the next Ark of Osiris commentary. It's happening every Sunday until I'll be casting on the official channel for Rise of Kingdoms, baby. Rally from LIV should get the job done. I really don't like the Attila Nevsky, but there it is, and there it goes. Building flips over to red. In fact, both altars have flipped over to red, but there's so much mess around this altar still, I think the swarm back is just going to take this blue in a second. Pretty sure this flips blue in a second. Who do I think is going to win? I think the favored position here is for LIV, because they're holding an Ark in pocket. I feel like the action is really on 185 to make big plays. Swarm back on the altar was good. That's a start. But they need more than that. They would need to hold 3 altars basically all game, and I don't know if that's even enough. They need that points per minute disparity to be really, really big. I think they need more of that. I mean, they're pulling down 330 points per minute more, right? So every 3 minutes, that's 1,000 points. But that's still not enough, right? They need more from these altars they're taking. They need a cap and hold on these altars. And you are correct that provisioning could be the tiebreaker here. Who would have thought, man? Provisioning. Your best friend and mine. Provisioning, baby. Hard to say. This altar feels pretty cleanly in the hands of blue. This one, I see a YSS captain, but looks like a YSS Theo. Okay. This is still anybody's game, chat. This is 100% anybody's game. YSS holding on by the skin of his freaking teeth. That Guan Yu and Boudica Prime trying to crank out just enough damage. Somebody's got to swap a Fresh March into that altar. There it is. Fresh March into the altar was just enough. At the very last second, the captain even got sad-faced out and the new march arrived just in time. Another swap in for blue. Just enough, and you can see this Matilda Freddy is exactly why I really don't like using filler marches like that. 100%, I'd always rather just personally use a combat march. That's a personal choice. A lot of teams like to use filler marches. I don't because of how ineffective they are in the field. There's the Artemisia Amonatori captain. Really good play to have an Amonatori on the field. Really good play to have an Amonatori on the field. Because then you can make a captain in a pinch, and this is exactly that pinch. The Xeno kind of dancing around here, looking for a window of opportunity to reapproach the Sky Altar without getting sad-faced. Sky Altar still getting really low. Amonatori Artemisia swap-ins happening to keep that garrison alive. Honestly, really well done by 85 with those swap-ins. This is the way. You have to run the swap-ins. .185 keying into that garrison captain, locked in and focusing her down. Even a Gilgamesh working on that captain to punish the healing. So they're not going to have a captain even if they take this thing back. And the trickle of forces from LIV is not quite enough to get the job done. Clean swap in after clean swap in is keeping the Sky Altar alive for blue. And it is now ticking points for them. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, this is a 3,000 point game. And the gap is closing with every passing second in favor of 185. Proper captain now in the garrison, Jad YSS. Okay. Do they have the swap-ins they need? LIV accumulating critical mass on the swarm here might finally pop this garrison and get a replacement in. Wow. Very impressive hold for 185. Very impressive hold for 185 on this building. But they're running out of troops to fill with, and the swarm is only getting more oppressive. Hard push activated for LIV. Great timing with the fall of this building, which should be any second. There it is. 1 minute capture time on the Sky Altar means that points will start ticking for LIV in less than 60 seconds on this building. Looking to the other side of the map, LIV making big plays on the opposing Desert Altar, buying themselves crucial point sabotage, even if they don't hold it, and they didn't. That disruption of the point flow is really crucial right now, and here it is again. 185 running a clinic on taking opposing side altars. This is less than a 2,000 point game now. This is less than a 2,000 point game. This is literally anyone's game still. With 5 minutes and 30 seconds and only 150 points per minute advantage for blue on structures. They're gonna have to get those points from somewhere else, and it might have to be the provisioning. Swarm now accumulating on the Desert Altar. This is anybody's game. If one side is not provisioned, it will be a disaster for that side. This is as close as it gets. Amatori Artemisia falls down. Can Red get in a captain? They did. That's very difficult to do. Xeno captain is in play. Man, and there's still a lot of swarming marches here for blue. I wouldn't expect this to stay red for long unless they get a lot of swap-ins really quickly. Garrison's getting dangerously low. Provisioners starting to arrive home as well, widening the gap in the scoreboard. A lot of pressure here to hold this garrison. In 10 seconds, points start to tick in favor of LIV from this building. Okay, LIV now the owner of the building, getting the points per minute. Good swap-ins, keeping this garrison alive. Swarm is starting to dwindle down, but there are still fresh marches, which means that this still could flip blue. 3,000 point differential. Those provisioners have started to come home for LIV, widening the gap in the points. And the Desert Altar does indeed flip blue. 1 minute capture time means hard push is active for blue as well. Gilgamesh captain, not exactly what you're looking for. Very difficult to get a fast captain swap after you swarm a garrison. And even if you had one of your marches with a captain nearby, sometimes you run into some difficulty where the wrong march gets in. Not your garrison captain, but something else. And Red has taken this back. It's pretty common to see things change hands a couple times like this, because it's difficult to get a good captain, and it's difficult to handle the swarm. That is hilarious. Herman Kira swarming the garrison there. See you later, Herman. See you later, Herman. 3,000 point game. Gap was widened by provisioners. We'd expect to see that gap start to close when provisioners from 185 make their way home. There it is again. Building flips blue. $3,000 point match. Still waiting for provisioners to come home for blue. Are they provisioning is the right question. And I suppose we'll find out soon. It's hard to say now to like look over here and see were there provisioners, but there may not have been. Either those provisioners from blue have either all come home or they're not provisioning. There's a provisioner. I think blue may not have a provisioner. There's maybe, okay. There may be a provisioner in blue. And when these marches come home, let's see if they're all from the same player. Papa, Risky. Now, I think this is just individual marches provisioning. I don't think this is a team provisioner who's done provisioning. So I don't think we're going to see big points accumulate all of a sudden at the end here, unless they're running the strategy of having lots of players provisioning with one march each. Scoreboard could narrow. 3,000 point differential here. If you're enjoying the live stream, do me a huge favor, throw a like on here and consider subscribing to the channel. For daily Rise of Kingdoms videos designed to help you get value and smash your enemies, I've got over 1,700 videos dedicated to making you a better player in Rise of Kingdoms. And I'll be casting Ark of Osiris League every Sunday until presumably I'm casting on the official channel, which I look forward to doing later this season. Final score is 32,914, I think it was, for blue. MVP from LIV, and 32,963 to 35,705. Wow. There was provisioning from blue, but probably not a dedicated provisioner. The only way you get a 3,600 plus score in provisioning here is dedicated provisioning, which LIV had. In terms of fielding, I mean, it was very even. LIV did a lot of healing to keep up here. Classic 254 problem. We always are killing off our troops. You have to do a lot of healing in Ark matches. GG and well played. GG and well played. It is a lot of healing, but at the same time, I think healing was warranted, wasn't it? Was it not warranted? Had to do it. I mean, that was a close match, was it not? Throw a like on the stream if you have enjoyed that Ark of Osiris matchup. Let's get some GGs in the chat for 185 exclamation and LIV. Good game. Wow. So close. Exactly the kind of Ark of Osiris League gameplay you're here for. Very fun. We sent out a couple gatherers because always be gathering. And let's check out the Ark of Osiris League scores here. Let's check in on G3. What league is G3 in? What division, I should say. I mean, that was a close match. That was a really close match. Has to be one of the more close matches of the day to have watched, quite frankly. A lot of these are blowouts. I am in SW for OL, that's right. Last season I played with TR. It was very nice of them to include me. Because I migrated in, kind of in the middle. G3 won. It's top 32 looking for group. Dude, how crazy would it be if we end up with like 4 teams in the top 32 from 254? It wouldn't surprise me, but it would be pretty cool. Okay, from here, let's open up some alliance gifts. Thank you, Fat Hands, for the geared up. Silver keys, lol. 4 might actually be achievable for us. Yeah, I think so. From here. Have I done my bastions today? I have, thank God. Dude, 3 accounts in KVK is kind of brutal. Playing my farm like an alt is actually kind of aggressive. VPR is also first in their division. Are we getting 5 teams to the next stage? Is that a thing? Is that achievable? Oh, I have to do Karok ceremony. This is a must. Let's bang this out, chat. Let's get this done. Karok ceremony is a must. Do I need multiple marches here? I might need to pop an expansion, make this easy. What day is Pass 4 opening? That's a good question. Something I should know, and I don't, but I should know. I could probably look at a schedule. I don't know if 1306 is going to fight us in this zone. I expect they won't. It might dance a little bit, just for fun, but they probably want to try to take us with a 2v1 when we fight in this zone 6. And I think the most likely fight is probably down here with our allies battling in Matcha. This is probably what we end up spectating when that pass opens. That's my suspicion. You highly doubt that VPR can beat OG in 412A? Yeah. There's a lot of really good Osiris teams out there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get my daily quest done until now. How long have we been in the KVK map? We entered on Tuesday. I think Wednesday is when the pass opens. I feel like Wednesdays or Thursdays are when pass is always open. And yes, I will be streaming it. So let me go look up the actual time so it's not a mystery. Shall we? Oh, I got a message from Sif. Great stream. The matchup was so good. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a good matchup. Like, you don't always pick a good one. It's hard to know. That was a good one. That was a good one, man. 254. Surely we have a chat somewhere. Fighting.info? No, that's from our last KVK. Schedule.info? No, that's Kingdom stuff. KVK.info. Zone 5 is September 1st. Okay. What day of the month am I? Or it's the 28th? The 1st. Okay, it's Thursday. Thursday is when the fun begins. Psych out. Best game of the season for Horus. That was a fun one, man. That was a really fun one. You enter KVK 3 on September 1st? Good luck. Good luck to you. Okay, I need to send help. Awkward. Well, surely I have a better march than that. Maybe I should send peacekeepers. We're just playing for some heads in VPR, nothing crazy. Gotta get those gold heads, baby. VIP 17 farm? Hell yeah, man. Living the life over here. It's also 1,226 days old, in fairness. Like, it's an old account, bro. I was fine with 1 March. Probably the skill damage was kicking in and doing the job. But it just looked intimidating at the start. And I kind of panicked, brought in the second. That's just a little bit of action points. No big deal, right? I actually have some crystals here. Not sure what I should do. I could technically push up more in that tree. I probably should go for more plunder. More plunder's always value. When does Pass 7 open on your secondary account? Ooh. Good question. Let's answer that. Let's answer that. If I go to my restart KVK Discord and go to KVK timeline, maybe it's in the announcement section, that'd be easier. Here it is. September 7th. September 7th is when that opens. And September 10th is when things go crazy. I have Kingsland on my main. And at the same time, very awkward, I have my fighting in this account, which, like, I have to prioritize what I'm doing over here. Even though it's Kingsland on my restart, which is a bit of a GG. So we'll see. Who should I invest as an infantry player? Go for Esong or just do Alex? You can honestly do either. You're so early in the game, it's hard to really call yourself one kind of player or another just yet. Usually when someone's like, I'm a this player or I'm a that player, it's because they've got big commitments in their legendary gear. Or like a city theme that's like 10% of something, you know, like a legendary city theme. So I would say, like, you don't have to hard commit yet to a troop type. If you did want to hard commit infantry, then I think, like, obviously Alexander the Great is the better of the two. And you just be patient and wait for Alexander the Great, and it kind of sucks for KVK1. But I think that would be your best route. Yeah, they are both really good, but it can be a little bit difficult, I suppose. I don't suppose. It can be a little difficult, full stop. Getting 2 commanders before Season of Conquest, and then having any sculptures at all for Season of Conquest, like GG. These days, I feel like people typically go for 1 commander before Season of Conquest. Esong isn't only for archers, though. He can be used. It is true that Esong can be used with other troop types, but his relic from the museum only works for archers. And if you don't have the advantage of that relic when you're fighting, it will fall off pretty quickly. I've tried. How's the Barb Fort situation in 254? Dude, they still pop, like, so fast. Like, if you don't 5-minute rally a Barb Fort in this kingdom, like, someone from another alliance or coalition will have already destroyed it. 100%, for sure. You're fighting in Kingsland. Some of our good players, but free-to-play, quit the game because they were getting smashed by max tech players. That's definitely difficult. Psych out, did you leave the alliance? Did you switch alliances? +10 Barb Fort rallies at a time at all times? Yeah. You won Kingsland in 2 hours? That's fast. Zone 6 fight might be over in 2 days. 834 plus 664 combined don't have more KP than TR plus SW. Yeah, but kill points don't always tell the whole story, right? I mean, that might be true, but like, we've accumulated a lot of KP, but these are also old accounts, which means we've accumulated over a lot of KVKs, you know? It's very hard to say how it's going to go. But I will say this. If we struggle in these upcoming zones, it's going to be really hard when we have even more kingdoms to deal with, right? That's... So, yeah, I mean, it could get really, really, really tough. How does your enemy didn't even come into Kingsland? What? It's crazy. That's crazy. $254 will smash it. We'll see. I mean, I think this is going to be an extremely difficult KVK. I've been saying it for a while. Like, I think some people think, for whatever reason, that this is an easy KVK for us. I think it's going to be a very difficult KVK. We need a crafting session, Chisgule. Dude, I want to craft so badly. I'm really getting triggered that I still don't know what the leadership commanders are going to be, because I really want to be able to like invest some dang sculptures. Wow, I'm getting kind of clapped here. I actually need a third march. YSS Ethel, let's go, baby. It's like the only march on this account besides the Minamoto that has gear. It's my city garrison. It's the only march that has gear. So now I'm the goofball with the YSS in the field. Let's go. Many underestimate a 1v3 Imperium 3v5 Strife. We win either way on the Imperium drop. It's true. It is true on the Imperium drop. We're going to get a big W. A huge migration's lined up already. Huge migration lined up already. Horn of Fury or Ring of Doom? Ring of Doom's really, really strong. So I think Ring of Doom is like a really good craft for most people. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing this on my farm, you know, you don't get to 3,000 plus universals on a farm without cracking a few Karok skulls, you know? Maybe I should have my YSS tank. Maybe I should do like YSS Martel or something. Since it's got the equipment. Only way 254 wins is if the other kingdoms are less active. Yeah, if they overwhelm the field, it's going to be really tough. Russian civilization when? Who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do with the universals on this account. I again, I'm waiting for the leadership commanders. Because if there's a garrison on a wheelman, I'm going to max it on this account 100%. If it's like, you know, better than a Theo, I would max that, sure. I mentioned this a moment ago, but the reason I'm using YSS is because he's one of the only commanders I have geared on this account. You can see he tanked like a champion. So I actually have him tanking for the Minamoto, which makes a lot of sense. It's also pretty memey and hilarious, so I'm all for it. This is like a combination of variables that makes this just very funny. I mean, I could like really tank proper. We put in the Martel. What else do we got? Minas here. Let's go. YSGL sit. Let's go. How many gold heads do I have? Oh, I guess that's what I should have been showing you. On this account, I have 3,399 Universal Legendary Commander Sculptures. Sheesh. You don't get the 3,399 without cracking a few Karok skulls. You see what I'm saying? This is why I should, like, max another commander for my garrison. But I already have YSS and YSG. Like, that's a pretty good city garrison. I mean, someone could hit me, but it's gonna hurt. Oh, counteroffensive for my event here. Easy. Bro! Alright, well, at least I got a peace shield. At least I got a peace shield. 10% defense. Just cycle that crap off. The reason you would obviously cycle skills like that is for being able to do Bastion Quests. You want that thing to be off cooldown as fast as possible. Can you make your restart a garrison lead in Ark? I guess I could be a garrison in Ark. But, like, I don't have the rest of the account in a spot that it would matter. Besides which, like, I need another Ark game to play. Like, I need a hole in a head, right? Like, I don't need more obligations for myself. Can I gift the gold heads? If you could gift gold heads in this game, bro, it would be so OP. Everybody would have tons of accounts and they'd be just gifting themselves the gold heads, right? Thank you, Fat Hands, for the gold chest. I got freaking silver keys on this account too. GG. Big GG. I don't really think it's a good idea to put universals in Martel. I also think if you did it before KVK 1, it wouldn't be a crisis. But I think you'll later on be like, oh god, why did I do that? Why couldn't I have been patient? I want my dead troops back. Yeah, I got like 50 mil deads on my main. Almost entirely T5. Buy them back? Do you know how much it would cost to train 500 million power right now? Why am I using 3 marches? Because it's not like I need the experience. I'd rather have the action points saved. But I'm at a level of difficulty where I'm like probably gonna have to swap in more marches at this point. What I really should have been doing this entire time is grabbing a rune. I don't even have to go very far. So damn lazy. You'd have the runes right next to my city. I wouldn't even bother. Ooh, 10% defense? 10% attack? Let's go. Territory buff? Yeah, it's true that if I put my marches all over here, and then I summon it, that it might be more likely to show up above. Like that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost like I know what I'm doing. I didn't bring out my Martel this time, and I'm too lazy to bring him. Let's see what other marches I have in these presets. They're probably... Oh, Joan of Arc. Let's go. No equipment, Joan of Arc, poggers. Okay. Let's give this a shot, shall we? And then I'm going to get absolutely clapped by level 50, but whatever, we'll sort it out. Yeah, the Martel was a lot better as a secondary for this. Oh, man. My garrison gear. Now that I have all this Cortex resources, all these Cortex resources, I could spend some gold on equipment for this account. It's nothing too fancy. Although I did treat myself to a vengeance. So I was like, I just kind of want to do it. Well, having 4 marches definitely worked, but it's going to suck fighting the final level of this, where it steps up the difficulty substantially. Is going to a dead kingdom in Season of Conquest as a free-to-play a good idea? Not if you want to have fun KVKs. You might get some stuff for a while. But you're probably not the only one who's thinking that way. Just rally it, chat says. I feel like that would make me, like, on my farm, pulling people away from doing what they should be with their AP, which is rallying barb forts. I don't know. Okay. Oh, look at that. Charles Martel Mehmed, let's go. All right, go on territory. Spawn on territory, buddy. Let's go. All right, where do I want to put these marches, though? Ugh. I unlocked Attila and Tommy. Please get me a shout out. Congratulations, Christina, on your Attila and Tommy unlocks. Well, Godspeed, Cheesy Pants. This is gonna suck. I'm about to get so clapped. Cortex has 2 accounts in the kingdom, so he kept... One is still here and one is now somewhere else, because he couldn't play them both at the same time. I think I'm actually doing way better than I thought I would. Like, I think I just reset the YSS march here, and I'm probably just gonna win. I thought this was gonna be like a send them out multiple times situation. Might not be. My farm is 1,220 days old. I do not think you should use your AP on Eve of the Crusade. I think once you get to Season of Conquest KVKs, you want to spend that AP within the KVK in order to battle barbarians that drop crystals. That's my opinion on where to spend your AP. Let's get a look here. Huh. I think we're gonna get it. I don't think I have to commit more to this. Sad Rock, thank you for the super chat. Chisgule, please do 1 refining. I'm okay with no crafting. I just want you to do 1 refine, please. I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted, but I really should wait until we see what these stupid leadership commanders are gonna be. It's very tempting. How many farms do I have? Just this one. I don't have the mental, emotional, or the time for like another farm. Just do it, please. One refine. Oh my god. Refine a Call of the Loyal or something? I guess that's technically refining. Technically. Doesn't have to be legendary. I mean, it kind of does have to be legendary, doesn't it? Do you think we could get the stream to 400 likes? That feels really achievable. What if we got the stream to just 400 likes? Do you think we could do that? Do we think we could achieve that? 400 likes on the stream? How much do you really want to see some refining? $400 likes is super achievable, given that we were at over 200. Now we're at over 300. We gonna get there? What are we at? $345 likes. We have 647 people watching. We need like 50 more likes and I refine something. Surely, to see a legendary refine, you'd throw a like on the stream, right? 35 more likes. $15 more likes. Nine more likes. We're on the doorstep, chat. Five more likes? Really? We're like working for it. Oh, 6 more likes now. Someone liked and then they unliked. And then they re-liked. We're up to 397 likes. Do I need to get more of these? Okay, there we go. Okay. We got the 400 likes. Okay. Okay, I did enough purchases from the courier station for one day. Alright, good. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. I see you, chat. Do I need this? I can decide later. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. If I crit this, do we go infantry? I feel like we go infantry, not leadership, right? Right? I guess we could decide that in a minute. I really want a leadership crit infantry set, to be honest, but at the same time, Cortex is gonna freaking rip my arm off for making that mistake. I can already hear the criticism. Let's pick a good song. I have one in mind. One of my faves. We'll turn up the volume. There we go. Are you ready? What can possibly go wrong? I'm ready. If you're ready. Oh no. All right. It's not a 25. It's not so bad. It's right in the middle. I didn't even have to commit to leadership or infantry, right? Somewhere in the middle. All right. By the way, this leaves me with a 50 out of 100 helmet. Okay, but I do have more pattern pieces. I did make sure to pick those up. I have a 75 out of 100 boot, and I have a 75 out of 100 boot. I should be able to, like, bang out an infantry set. And if leadership's what I gotta do, man, dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, these leadership commanders drop, like, I don't know, a week or two from now, but before the pass fight happens? I pick up the leadership commander, I get a full crit leadership set going, and I drop 8 iconics on it. Oh, good luck! That will be amazing, but it's probably not going to work out that way. It's probably not going to be so simple. We'll see. We'll see. And since you've been so fun to chill with today, I do have a little surprise. I have a little surprise. Let's see if I can set... I'm going to... Just give me a second. I got to set it up. Okay? It takes a second to set up. All right. Sad Rocks. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if I should be crying or happy. I feel like that was a good outcome. Plus 50... I mean, it could have been plus 25, okay? Could have been plus 25. Plus 25 would have kind of sucked. That would have kind of sucked. All right. Now, let's see if I can get this to work. I think I can make this happen, chat. I think I got a customization. Okay. Can I do this? I think I almost got this. The video's not showing up the way I wanted. Oh, it's not showing up. Really? Really? I'm trying to automatically redirect you to something cool, but I can't do it. Well, good news. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. You see, I just made a little YouTube short, and I flipped it public. So you can go check it out. So if you enjoyed this video, throw a like on here, subscribe to the channel. I've got to head out for now, do some Sunday family dinner. It is Sunday, right? Yeah, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. I do Sunday family dinner. I hope you had a great time hanging out with me. Check out the short that I just put live on my channel seconds ago. I'll put a link in the chat. Chisgule, don't be a dummy. Just put a link in the chat. Obviously. You can go check it out. I had a great time hanging out with you all today. Throw a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. This was a good one. And I'll see you real soon. Take care, everybody.